And this is day 19 in our sales success series, Skyrocket Your Sales. Hope you guys have been enjoying the series so far. If you are joining me for the first time, I recommend you go back and watch sessions 1 through 18. A lot of great content. So I'm going to kick off today because I need to out myself and call myself out. With yesterday's presentation, our guest Judy Coe, both of us were reiterating on a big scale how important it is to close the sale. And I realized the irony of yesterday was that I myself forgot to put a call to action in my own sales success series. So I felt a little ridiculous, and I just wanted to point that out. I've been really vigilant and diligent about putting it in every single other time. And then yesterday I got a little carried away. There was a cocktail involved, and here we are. So I just wanted to apologize for that. And I'm going to tee this up before I introduce my special guest. Lil Barcaski. Am I saying that?
Beautiful.
Barcaski. Yes, I have her here. She's going to join me in a minute. But wanted to announce that if you are interested in skyrocketing your own sales and you need to work on your sales process and your closing percentage, please consider joining me for March 23rd. I am doing a one-day sales accelerator. It is virtual. You can participate from anywhere in the world. I have a link. It is through Eventbrite, so you can get signed up for that. It's just $97, and it's going to be an action-packed day. You do not want to miss this. So I recommend getting on in there. I'm limiting it to only 20 spots because I want to make sure that I can provide serious individualized attention and skill practice for everyone in the group. So there's that. So without further ado, I have a special guest that's going to present a sales tip of her own. And without further ado, let me introduce Lil. Come on in.
I'm going to slide in.
Slide in.
Hi, I've slid in. Hello. What do I do now? Introduce myself?
You can say a little bit about yourself, and then let's give your tip because you have a good one.
Sure. Lil Barcaski. I am actually a ghostwriter, and I own a company called GWN Publishing, which stands for Ghostwriters Network, ghostwritersnetwork.com. And unfortunately, or fortunately, I'm actually pretty much the majority of our sales force. Although I have employees, I do most of the closing of people who want to work with us. They want to publish a book or that sort of thing. So I have to do sales, like it or not, I guess, right? Okay.
We all do.
Right. And I know sometimes sales feels yucky, but it's really not. It's what drives a business. Without sales, there is no business.
Correct. Right? I love that.
Can you make sales,
stamp that.
You're in a hobby. Okay. So you're not
true.
Right. So, and I know sometimes it feels, it's not your primary thing. I'm a writer. I like sitting behind my little computer and writing things, but I also like talking to people and getting on my little Calendly links. And I'm shocked and happy when people take a time with me because they've met me somewhere. And I have to sell them what we do. I have to explain to them what we do. And I love to think of selling as really solving. You're solving a problem. And I very much believe in what we do. I know that what we do is extremely valuable, that the people we work with get a tremendous deal out of what we do, and they get a lot out of it. So I'm not selling them something. I'm solving something they really want. At the end of the day, yes, you still have to close a sale. You have to remember that you're there to make money. It's okay to do that. It's important to make money because without it, you can't buy anything and nobody else can buy anything. So that's really how the world works. But I do feel strongly that if you really believe in the thing that you are doing, whatever that is, whatever the product is, whatever the service is, whatever the program you're offering, or you believe in it, you know it's really good, it's going to help people. So you're solving an issue. Even if you're selling socks, you're not necessarily, curing world peace. But think about this. I thought about this earlier today.
Socks, okay.
Right. So Bombas socks, I love them. But that's beside the point. They're solving a lot of problems, right? But maybe if everybody had really good socks and were really comfortable in their shoes, we wouldn't have so much anger and we would solve world peace. You never know. It's a chain reaction.
Making a difference one sock at a time.
So, we don't know. You could be selling anything. It doesn't matter what you're selling, so long as it is valuable. And if you start to think it's not valuable or you don't believe in it, sell something else or get the heck out of it and do something else. But if you know it's right, you're solving something. You're giving something a very valuable service that they need.
Huge. Thank you, Lil.
Like
I appreciate the tip, like a sock. Right, exactly. And yeah, the belief in your own product is critical to your success. Because if you feel like you would talk, you and I were speaking about this earlier, if you're pushing something on somebody, it's not going to go over too well. But if you're solving the problem, hey, you got them, right? Like you got it covered. Thank you so much for that. And now, Lil, I know you're doing some exciting things. Lil and I, real quick, I do have to tell this fast, really, really funny, fast story. We met through a former company I was working for, and then I wound up living in this very same town as her. She's like literally a stone's throw from my house, less than a mile. But we met, and I remember one of the sales conversations I had with Lil. She's like, Jess, I'm never going to buy anything from you. I just really like you, so I get on these calls. And I'm like, that's okay. So we stayed in touch, and it's actually worked out really well. Because like I said earlier, when you can sell, you always have opportunities. You always have potential. So I've actually partnered with Lil. I'm going to be doing some book anthology sales, and she has a really exciting new community that she's building. And I wanted her to chat a little bit about that too.
Yes. So obviously my own company, GWN, is my primary focus in life. We do a lot of publishing and we great jobs and all that. And happy to have you talk to us about that. But we started a thing called the Center of Influence, because some people really are at the center of their circle of influence. They want to expand around it. And we found, and I have found through doing a dozen or so anthologies with GWN Publishing, that writing in an anthology can be very powerful. So in these anthologies, we will not have any more than 10 people, because Amazon, being the monster giant thing that it is, only allows for 10 people to be listed as an author in any given book. And also, a lot of people do anthologies where there's 20 or 30 people in them, 15, they get lost in the shuffle. They only write 1,500, 2,000 words. It's really just a big blog. In this instance, people will write up to 5,000 words. They will be coached and guided by us on that process. So you'll be writing what is virtually a white paper or a mini book. So that's what we're doing with that. And then each of these groups will work together and stay in our community, the Center of Influence community, as an executive member for 2 years, which has a lot of value. And that way you'll be able to continue to network with us. We have networking every Thursday night. So you can come every Thursday night. 3 Thursdays out of the month is completely members only. We have membership levels if you just want to join because you're a sales coach and you could tell people, or you want to do that. So we're looking for people who want to be in an anthology or who want to be the center of influence and go out there and talk to 4, 5, 6 other people they think would like to be in the book with them. And there's some revenue involved in that for you. So if you do that, your chapter's free and you get a percentage of our sales because you're selling, and that's okay. You're selling the idea that maybe you're a chiropractor and a massage therapist or a Reiki master or someone else in that realm, and all of you should write together, have a really powerful book that can be now used as a platform for speaking. Because imagine having all of you on a panel, or 3 or 4 of you saying, let's get a panel together, or let's partner up the 2 of us and go out and talk about something together. You're not going out speaking alone. And as your old boss would say, if you don't speak, you don't make money.
And she's right.
And she's right.
She's right.
Yeah, we 100% agree with her. So you've got to get out there and speak if you want, even if it's locally in small venues.
Show up.
Talk
about what you do.
Go to Toastmasters or go to Chamber of Commerce meetings, whatever. You got to speak about what you do.
Yeah, if you're not talking about your business, then no one is listening.
Ain't no one hearing you.
No
one else is either. Right? You're not talking about no one else is either.
Exactly. Lil, for your contact info or for the next steps, if someone's interested in the book anthology or joining the Center of Influence, what link would you like for us to drop in the comments after this broadcast?
Well, 2 things. They can talk to me about, and I would rather they just talk to me. I know this is going to sound weird, but I'm happy when people pick a Calendly time with me, and because I want you to be serious. You're not gonna spend time with me if you're not serious. I always say, like, it's people don't buy something that for free that they don't want, right? All the Brussels sprouts in the world for free, I'm not taking them. Right?
Free is the hardest thing to sell too.
Yeah, especially if you don't want it. So if you're interested for serious, you can come check in with me at Calendly, and I'm Lil the Ghost on Calendly.
Lil the Ghost. Okay, and then I'll let you put that calendar link once we get off. Let's drop it in the comments, and I'm also going to put the sales accelerator down there because I picked up back with my call to action, as I want you guys to do each and every time you do a live broadcast. So sales fans, thank you. Have a fabulous Sunday. There's a boat waiting for me to get on. Lil, thank you so much.
I have to go to the gym. I don't get to go to the boat.
Well, hey, you're a little more industrious than I am on a Sunday, but good for you. The gym, Lil's going to gym it up. I'm going to go hang out on the boat with my hubby and dog, and I will see you guys tomorrow with another special guest. Danielle Laura will be joining us on day 20 of Skyrocket Your Sales. Take care, people, and go sell some stuff. Mwah.